Hello, my name is Renelle Allain and I am part of a marketing team called Team Fusion for the company Kyani. I am 28 years old and I am from a small town with a population of 2,400 people called Buktush in the east coast of Canada in the province of New Brunswick. Kyani is a phenomenal set of products. It's a great company and today I just have the perfect thing to show you. I am here to share you information about it and I regret that I'm not able to share the information in person because it's always better that way, but sometimes it's useful to use the technology we have at hand. I have worked on this presentation to get it down to perfection so you get maximal important information in the quickest time possible. It would be impossible for me to tell you everything today. You can find additional information on kyaniscience.com. I am going to present some amazing information. And that's what I like about Kyani. I don't need to hype up any facts. I don't need to blow anything out of proportion. I'm just sticking to the simple facts. But the facts that I have to present are just remarkable. And I have been to international events thanks to Kyani. And I have seen people from different walks of life, of every culture, from every point of illness, from every point of well-being, get on our products and seen thousands of lives changed. Kyani Team Fusion has placed these products in the hands of thousands and thousands of people, just our team, and we have seen astounding results. And that's what I'm here to share with you today. It's all about helping people, health, and wellness. Keep in mind that the person sharing this video with you really wants you to hear this because they thought in one way or another it could help you. You can really thank them for recommending this to you and taking the time to share because for me, it changed my life and hopefully it can change yours. A year later, after hearing about Kyani, a small group of us in the Maritimes have decided to create the Project 10K, which is our personal goals to impact 10,000 lives of Maritimers before 2018. Before getting into the products themselves, what I want to start with, of course, is the Kyani story. And it's a magnificent story. It is what life is all about. When I am done, you are truly going to feel differently about taking time to listen to the information and what you thought was going to go on as a viewer. So how the company's story start is with the founders, and that's Dick and Gil Powell. They own Mrs. Powell's Cinnamon Buns. They are multi-millionaires. Here, products are in almost every mall in the United States. They are semi-retired and they were going up to Alaska hunting and fishing, and they ran into a doctor there, Dr. Maureen McKenzie, who was up there studying the Tlingit tribe. She's from the University of Miami studying the Eskimo people. Now, why do you think she would be studying the Eskimo people? Because they are very healthy. They don't have a word in their 9 major dialects. There's no word in their vocabulary to describe heart disease, for high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, because they don't suffer from these things in their old age. It's an amazing culture, and she was up there studying them for over 10 years. What I'm going to show you next is what that study revealed and how the company got started, because what they decided with all their money, they did not have the ability to convert these nutritional things that the Eskimo people were eating and put them into products, so they went and talked to their neighbors, the Hansons and the Taylors. This is really the fun part of the story, and the reason why is because Kyani did not get started like every other network marketing company that you may be familiar with. Every single one of them, from all the way to Amway until the present time, has had one purpose in mind, and that's to make the owners rich. That's why most people start businesses. Kyani is different, and I am going to start proving it right now, because these two gentlemen don't need more money. They don't need a job. They certainly don't need to start a network marketing company. But when they heard the Powell story, when they heard that there are products that they can actually change people's lives, they got excited about that. So Mr. Carrick Hansen owns one of the largest privately owned petroleum distributorship and then expanded their business to commercial real estate holdings. They do over $600 million a year. Don't need any more money, okay? Mr. Carl Taylor owns a company called Taylor Farms, the second largest potato producer in the states of Idaho and the second largest beef producer. They do over $500 million a year, so our owners' combined sales for a year goes over $1 billion between them. So these gentlemen did not need another company, another thing to do in their life to keep them busy. But they started Kyani for one reason, and that's to take these incredible products out to the world. And that's why Kyani is so exciting. That's why it's so different, because we have a business owners that know everything that there is to know about business and about taking this company worldwide and helping us to spread the word. And that's how it got started. Now, they did not know anything about network marketing, but they knew it was the industry of choice. Isn't that interesting? Because when I first started, I'll tell you my story in a minute, but when I first started, I did not want to do network marketing because it's the same thing. You beat up on your friends and family, your neighbors, and they run away and they quit answering your phone calls, right? Seriously, that was my view. But they knew that network marketing is word of mouth advertisement and there isn't a better way. They had the money to take this the standard route, like Walmart or Costco, but they chose network marketing. And if they could change the model, which is the big task, then they had something. And they went and hired this man, Mr. Michael Brashears. This man is a marvel. He spent over 20 years in this industry and in business as a CEO. He spent 7 years as member of the board of directors of the Direct Sales Associations, which governs every network marketing company in the States, and they went and hired the right person to combine all of this together. So we have a businessman who know everything there is to know about how to run a big business, and we have a gentleman who is our CEO and knows everything there is to know about network marketing. So we literally have a perfect company. And I'm talking about people with integrity, people with good vibes. That's what convinced me to do Kyani. So let's pause there a second and let me tell you a little bit about myself first, because it leads into this, and not to build up my story, but a year ago I was a broke dreamer, entrepreneur. I am not exaggerating. I had 6 years of student loans. I have traveled the world to educate myself. I studied to become a teacher and taught for 2 years in high schools. And when I realized it wasn't for me, I changed jobs and decided to work for myself as a hairstylist and salon owner. Even though I had a lot of help from my family and moral support of my friends, I was alone to start my business. I borrowed another $20,000 for a business loan and had to create an income and build up a clientele in an area where no one knew me. I decided to open up 30 minutes north of my hometown because there were already enough hairstylists in my area and I needed to build up experience. I was so in debt. Thank goodness I was in a relationship where we both supported each other very much. All I had to live on was love and my ambitions. Okay, like seriously, that's where I was, and I had no idea my life would be what it is today. One day, a client walked into my salon. Her name was Michelle Campbell. She was so sweet and she talked about these products and she made me so nervous. I admired her so much. She was a successful businesswoman with honesty and integrity. It was almost intimidating, but and now she's a friend, like she's someone I talk to about anything, we share advice. This person represents the good values of the owners and Michael Brashears, and that's what convinced me to do Kyani. It was honest people with integrity. All these people are decent, hardworking, great, trustworthy people. For me, it was finally a company that I could believe in and trust. That's why Kyani is different, and I want to be a person cut from the same mold. That's basically the company. We truly have a company that is different than anything that you have ever looked at. Have you ever noticed that when you buy something or get into something, the more you look at it, the worse it gets? I've worked many jobs, have been involved in many things, traveled all over the world over the last years, and what I found about Kyani, the more I looked into it, the better it got. This company is a company you can trust. They have money and they are going to be around for a long time. They have been launched in 2007 and are in over 60 countries. First of all, the company is different. Do you get that? Like how it's so different? Because we have owners that are so wealthy and have so much knowledge in business. Being involved with this company, I don't have to worry about it, not 1 second about the direction of the company or whether the company is going to be around. Like, did you know that there is over 14,000 network marketing companies in the world, and every day hundreds of companies go out of business? Kyani is rising to the top. It really is that good. So what we're looking at is, why did they do this business? Why would these multi-millionaires be interested in starting Kyani? And the reason is very simple. Because we aren't getting the nutrition we need. Is it obvious that in the world today that food got to a point where there's no nutrition in it whatsoever at all? So what they found, of course, is what Dr. Mackenzie found out when she was studying the Eskimo people, and the reason why they were so wealthy was because of what they were eating. And what they were eating was the wild Alaskan blueberry and the wild Alaskan sockeye salmon. We're going to talk about them in a minute, but what's so interesting about that is that there is lots of stuff out there in the world today. But what I want to show you today are products that provide the body with the nutrition it needs, and that's how I'm going to introduce it. So there are 3 life-changing products. There's a chart I like to use that compares nutrition to 1951 and nutrition to 2001. And notice the statistics must be reversed 15 years later. When you look at spinach, for example, it used to give you 8,000 units of vitamin A, and in 2001, only 700. If you were to eat a carrot and eat carrots enough to equal the nutritional value of a carrot in 1951, you would have to eat approximately 12. So needless to say, our nutrition is suffering in the world today. The reason why everyone is sick, why cancer is rapid, why diabetes is going crazy, the reason why high blood pressure, why everything is going nutty is because we don't have nutrition in our food. Is that obvious, everybody? We are talking about fresh food from the store is not delivering not even delivering what we need. Now, what about all the junk we eat? I don't want to get sued, so I'm not going to name any names of the fast food, but think about what we eat every day. It's crazy what we eat. So where we want to start off with is Kyani Sunrise. This is a product that I didn't quite get what it was in the beginning. I took it, but I didn't know why it was working until I started looking at it. This is providing you with everything you need in the form of vitamins, minerals, trace minerals, and antioxidants. Free radicals are to blame for almost all this stuff that's going wrong in our body. Free radicals. We are being bombarded every day with free radicals, and antioxidants bind with those free radicals and take them harmless out of the body. So what we have in Kyani Sunrise is 100% of the vitamins and minerals bioavailability. Think about this. What's the bioavailability of a vitamin pill? Anybody know? 18%. And if you get time release, it might jump all the way to 20 to 30. So I want you to look at this. The bioavailability of Kyani Sunrise is 97 to 100%. That means this is what your body retains when you take it, compared to a little 20 to 30% with time release. To think about that, just think about getting nutrition into your body and keeping it. This product makes everything else look small. It helps boost energy, supports cognitive function, increases cellular support, it enables effective stress management, it supports the immune system, encourages healthy digestion, maintains heart health, normalizes blood sugar level, and promotes joint flexibility. You can read all of that on the slide. But here's the magic thing. It's once a day, and not only it has wild Alaskan blueberry, and the reason they're so powerful is because they go through 5 or 6 deep freezes in the spring from that thick skin, and they sit out in the sun for 3 months because the sun shines all summer long in Alaska, so you have a super powerful blueberry, okay? So that's the wild Alaskan blueberry. It has 5 times the antioxidant potency than a domestic blueberry. Then they added a little red raspberry, aloe vera, cranberry, kale, spinach, acai berry, etc. So a blend of 17 superfoods to deliver to us the single most powerful ingredients. It's not a drink. It's once a day of a liquid multivitamin, very powerful, giving the body the nutrition it needs. Now listen to this ORAC score. ORAC is oxygen radical absorbency capacity, measuring how many antioxidants. So you take a bottle of acai juice from the other company's acai juice, and everybody went it because of acai berry when it came out a few years ago. That bottle is 7,500 ORAC. Everybody went wow because there wasn't anything else better out there. Try 34,000 naturally occurring, not boosted artificially. 34,996 is the ORAC score of a sunrise bottle. You don't have to buy 20 bottles of a product a month. Just one is enough. And that's just the beginning. Notice that 1 ounce a day, right? That's 1 ounce a day. If you wanted to imagine nutritional value of 1 ounce of sunrise, you'd have to eat 8 apples, 80 ounces of green tea, 61 cups of avocados, 1 cup of bran flakes, 23 cups of carrots, 24 cups of Swiss chard, 8 ounces of Alaskan salmon, 7 cups of peas, 80 ounces of sardines, 100 mushrooms, 1 cup of beets, 173 cups of winter squash, 8 ounces of soy milk, 96 cups of kidney beans, 46 cups of kale, 50 milligram cups of trace mineral. That's the sunrise. You take in the morning. 1 ounce. All right. So the second product is also awesome. It's called Kyani Sunset. Now, how many of you have heard of omega-3? Why are they so good? Because they have been proven to help bring down blood pressure. They help bring down cholesterol, circulation, mood swings, brain function. They are phenomenal. So we used to have omega-3 right at the top because we get our omega-3s from wild sockeye salmon. You can find omega-3s in prescription, but the problem with that they're synthetically created. So what comes along with those side effects? Now, what sense does that make? Like seriously, you take something as powerful as omega-3s are anti-inflammatory and they attach side effects to it. Like it doesn't make any sense. So our omega-3s have no side effects. They come from wild Alaskan sockeye salmon. The trace of mercury are below anything else that's out there. You get more mercury eating vegetables every day than you do from wild Alaskan sockeye salmon. It's a phenomenal source. But the reason why we move that vitamin E tocotrienol to the top on top of omega-3s because in the last years we have discovered that vitamin E tocotrienols have even more powerful than omega-3s. Now think about that and doing the same thing at affecting your body at creating that cholesterol-free system. The endothelial layer in all your blood vessels is where cholesterol forms, is where high blood pressure occurs. What tocotrienols and omegas do, they help your cholesterol and the inflammation and they drop back down to normal. This is not an exaggeration. We have had people's blood pressure drop back to normal in less than a week on our products, okay? It's phenomenal. There is where I must have to say our products are nutritional supplements, not meant to diagnose, cure, or treat diseases. We believe that if you put the right nutrition in our body, it's capable of healing itself as just about anything. So that's what we have with Kyani Sunset. We have omega-3s from a pure source. You have vitamin E tocotrienols that are even more powerful, and when you put the two together, scientific evidence proves that they work synergistically better together than they do separately. So this product is phenomenal. So what Kyani Sunset does, it supports cardiovascular health, it helps reduce inflammation, and encourages healthier skin and hair. It helps maintain healthy cholesterol levels. It helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels. It supports cognitive function. It supports cell membranes. It's the most important form of vitamin E, and it promotes healthy immune system response. The last two products are even better. Like, I used to be a teacher and I like to study. When I studied them, it changed my life. My mother was waking up every night because of the inflammation in her back. She needed to go on the couch to finish the night and then would obviously not get a good night's sleep. And when asked what was wrong, she would say it's all part of getting old, right? And it's not going to get better then. So what do we have to look forward to? She has had a backache. She is only 56. I mean, that's sad. So what happened? I shared her products. I shared with her products of Kyani. She called her friend who was had serious arthritis. She said, "Come here, I have something to show you." She tried it, and this is a testimonial she left us after a month of for me to share with you guys today. This is what she writes. I was introduced to Kyani from my longtime friend Rosemary, that's my mother, and her daughter Renelle. They were very thorough in explaining all the benefits and how it could help me in my daily life. I've suffered from permanent back injury and arthritis for many years and take prescribed medication as well as supplements. On very painful days, I take hydromorphine. The third day of doing a routine of sunrise, sunset, and the nitro effects, I realized it hadn't taken me a half hour to stand up properly and my hands were not swollen with agonizing aches and pain. I could actually open and close them to at least 80%. I have been able to walk with a spring in my step and I have my energy back. I feel terrific. It has been a month and I do not take any of my supplements now. I'm looking forward for a long and pain-free relationship with Kyani. Now, that brought tears to my eyes when I read that for the first time. And as for my mother, ever since she had been taking the product, she can sleep all the night through as her back doesn't hurt anymore as much. Ever since sharing these products in the Maritimes, we have had amazing testimonials. For example, we got people with arthritis, reduction of inflammation, people with diabetes who don't take their insulin anymore or reduce that. We have a few people with Crohn's disease that it helped, one to the point where he went back to work. Fibromyalgia, cerebral palsy, cancer, insomnia, depression, ADHD, cholesterol, high blood pressure, sciatic nerve, more energy, loss of weight, etc. We have so many. I would not have the chance to tell them all, and I lost track. It's just so amazing, and it's because of these three products, which the last I will explain right now. So as you can see, these three gentlemen to the bottom left have discovered the most important thing about our health in our lifetime. This is not an exaggeration. What they discovered is this thing called nitric oxide, a microscopic gas that's present in every cell in our body. They got the Nobel Prize, and look at this. They got their choice for physiology and medicine. That's how important it was, because nitric oxide really governs your body. Now, how long can you live without food? 1 week, 2 weeks? Sometimes I'm under the impression I can't get through the afternoon. But seriously, they have found earthquake victims out running marathons static, trapped with access to water, who have made it 50 to 60 days without food. That's crazy. The body is phenomenal. How about water? We're at 70 to 75% water. How long can you live without water? About 3 to 4 days or 5 max. You're going to be gone. Kidney damage will occur. So, okay, all of these are important things to the body. Oops, one slide too far. So I'm just gonna keep moving along. Okay, so obviously those are important things to the body. Now, how long can you live without nitric oxide? 2 to 3 seconds. Nitric oxide governs every single thing in your body. So what is our product? And if nitric oxide has been named the governing molecule of the body, because listen to this statement from the study. Nitric oxide has been shown to help maintain, repair, and defend nearly every cell and system in the body And this is all systems, okay? Brain, respiratory, everything is affected and governed by nitric oxide. Isn't that interesting? Is the anti-inflammatory and vasodilator. That simply means that the body's own way of combating inflammation, which is the enemy to the body, the very enemy to the body. Everything this body does that's negative has its roots in inflammation. I've read an article called Can You Cure Aging by 3 to 4 MD, and what they simply said this: if you could get rid of the body of inflammation, you would live forever. You would live, your genetic age was about 150 to 175 years if you could rid the body of inflammation. Cancer attacks the body, creates inflammation, and feeds off that inflammation. So it's responsible of everything, of all the aches and pains, of all the diseases. Everything is about inflammation. So the body's own anti-inflammatory is nitric oxide. The body's vasodilator. Vasodilation is simply the arteries and capillaries being able to being clear and expand. Arteriosclerosis is the thickening, hardening, and loss of elasticity in the walls of arteries. This process gradually restricts the body flow to one's organs and tissues and can lead to severe health risk caused up by the buildup of fatty plaques, cholesterol, and some other substances in and on the artery walls. You can die because your blood won't circulate. So vasodilation is also the most important thing that goes in your body, and nitric oxide is what governs that. Isn't that interesting? So what does it do? Like, what does Kyani Nitro do? Nitric oxide reduces inflammation, improves circulation, improves sexual function. Ever heard of Viagra? I always talk about this because it's real. What is Viagra? It's synthetic nitric oxide, and the reason why they have some of these side effects is because the body can't control the amount that goes on in your body and can't control the amount of nitric oxide. So we call our product Viagra. Kidding, but it really does improve sexual function, and it's not discriminatory. It works for guys and girls. Cognitive function and support of all of these things with no side effects, because nitro effects is based off of the noni plant extract, not to be confused with noni juice, okay? It's noni plant extract. You take 20 drops of this under your tongue or one squeeze in the dropper, put it in your mouth, let it sit there for a minute, and then swallow it. Then guess what happens? The biggest miracle of life, as far as I'm concerned, the body starts producing its own nitric oxide. It's very significant in levels of this. So that's the key to this product. That's what it's all about. So imagine that. So this lady we have here is one of the most phenomenal doctors in the entire world. Her resume is 36 pages long, single space, and graduated top of her class in Yale with the Johns Hopkins University, the medical center in Baltimore, Maryland. Worked there for 8 years, got hired away by the National Institute of Health as the director of genome, the director of genetic research for 8 years, and then they hired her in another department as the director of anti-aging for another 8 years. This woman knows more about the body perhaps than any other human. Her statement is, how do you age? The body starts reducing the production of something. Guess what it is? Nitric oxide. Your body from around the age of 25 stops producing nitric oxide. So in your youth, your nitric oxide levels are up. As you hit 25, here's what happens. All those markers of aging start taking place. Waking. Guess what? Nitric oxide is responsible for the building of lean muscle mass and the reduction of body fat. So when you hit 25 years old, guess what happens? With the same life, same food, same exercise, you can put on weight. Take a marathon runner, for example, who runs from high school and never stops, can still put on weight while never changing. get on these products and the weight can come down. Seriously, like that's not an exaggeration. Kyani works in that department as well. So what we are talking about, if as you age you lose nitric oxide, but our product helps with the production of nitric oxide, you are youthing. So Claire Franco-Mano, to finish the story, has gotten presented the products. She wanted to talk to Kyani's doctors. She studied the products. She took the products and gave them to some of her patients and came back 2 months later and signed up as a distributor. There is not a bigger validation in the world to have her sign up. We would have had to pay her millions of dollars to hire her. And then she became a member of the Kyani Medical Advisory Board. That is the most important, powerful statement of our validity of products, of our products. Our science and what we are doing right now makes all of the other companies look like Mickey Mouse, okay? This is truly the company that everybody has been waiting for in every respect. What Kyani came out after is Kyani's Nitro Extreme, and what that is the concentrated version of Nitro FX. Unbelievable things have happened. It has coenzyme CoQ10, magnesium, zinc, chromium, niacin, and no preservatives. This is the product of the future. I predict that there will never be for wellness and nutrition for the body than Nitro Extreme Kyani's anything better than Nitro Extremes Kyani, because it's at the molecular level. Because the body's producing its own nitric oxide, the product won't make the body produce more than the body needs. We are a 3-year old. We are talking about a 3-year old drinking a whole bottle, a month's supply, and nothing happened. This little guy did not even have a stomach ache. For a lot of people, this product is really strong, so they start at the nitro effects and then continue on to the extreme. So we will keep both. It's really more powerful. And about that little boy, nothing happened, but the mom said he was so well behaved that day. The mother was joking around and said she wishes her kid would drink one a day. So, what is Kyani? It helps the body to get normal, get balanced. The whole world is chemically imbalanced, and it's from our lousy diets, and our products help the body get it working how it should, and that's all we say. All we say is try it. So basically, that's our products. We are not out to get anybody's money. You never have to order tons of products like all the other network marketing companies who just want your money to make the owners rich. You don't have to do that with Kyani. The 30-day money back guarantee says it all. I want to say something I always forget. Not only are these products nutritional supplements not meant to diagnose, cure, treat, or heal diseases, there's no FDA approval needed. Some people ask me, are the FDA approved? No, no, they are natural. The FDA is there to stop people from creating drugs that can kill people. Well, you know, noni plant extract won't kill anybody, okay? So there's no FDA approval because there's no such thing with nutritional products. Another thing I want to say is this. Your body is different. So we get people with 4 days and their blood pressure drops down to normal, but other people it can take 8 months because your body is different. I have a client having serious migraines monthly, so bad you can't even talk without vomiting. She started using Kyani and she hasn't had any ever since. Except one, and she has been taking them for 6 to 7 months. Some it helps instantly, but her it took longer, but it works now. The 30-day money back guarantee is not that everything you got is going to go away in 30 days. It's just that if you feel it's not for you, you get your money back. I have some people so skeptical of our products who decided to take them, and some have noticed from the first day, felt their brain fog went away. But it doesn't mean it's going to happen to you that fast. In this private group, you will find local testimonials. I've created a private Facebook group. If you're not in it, you can ask us and we can add you. You can check that out. Um, so if you are a customer, what do you pay for ultimate health? It's crazy for all those superfoods, all those nutrients. You will pay 183.95 plus shipping. The total is $203.90. If you calculate it, it's $657 a day. Let's compare. If you were to consume in a day a grapefruit, a banana, grapes, and a grande Starbucks coffee. Let's admit you don't have the nutrients you need in a day in just that, and it's more expensive than Kyani. Look, it's crazy. But look at this though. Look at this though. Like I said, I went to California in last August, and Kyani has introduced Kyani Prime. With Kyani Prime, if you are a customer, you pay $55, and for 6 months, you get distributor pricing on the products and free shipping. You will save $29.55 per triangle of health. So instead of $203.90 plus tax, it will be $173.95 Canadian. That's crazy. Like imagine what Kyani can do for you. So there you have it. This is about the Kyani products. For more information, check out KyaniScience.com. You can even go like Dr. Abbas Q-Tab's Facebook page, who's the creator of these products. You can ask questions and get answers. These are reliable sources about Kyani, just like the official Kyani Facebook page where the right information features. If you're not already in my private Facebook group, ask the person who shared you this video to place you in it, our very own private group called Kyani Maritimes, for everyone to get the right information about the products and the company. When you have such an amazing product, there is obviously always a business opportunity. This might not be for you. It's not obligatory. You can enjoy these products as a customer by purely ordering online. It's delivered right to your door. In Canada, on average, it takes about a week to receive. To order, you will need the link from a distributor or their ID number, but that's it. There's no need to get involved with the company. Like mentioned, it's purely online purchasing. There is an option of automatic shipment every month where you save money too, but again, none of that is obligated. There are options, and if you were here to listen purely about the products, this is where it ends. If you want to know entirely what Kyani has to offer, stay for the entire video and you can hear how not only you can get these products paid for you, but how they can bring in extra revenue to your home. So I cannot talk about these products without sharing what else Kyani has to offer. I mean, because Kyani is much more than offering more health. It can also offer wealth, therefore more time, freedom, and more life for you and your family. While the rest of the world has been suffering with the recession, inflation, and everybody's got financial problems, Kyani have been in the process in the last 10 years of opening more than 60 countries with the products, and the number one reason is because it works. Wherever we go in the world, people have health problems, and wherever we go, the products help. So today, everything is going wrong. I mean, job security, there's no such thing anymore. Your income plans to retire, all shot to heck. They're gone. They are non-existing anymore. They are already cutting down on Social Security. Everything is going private. So what do we look at as far as future? Well, one thing is for sure is that there's a lot of baby boomers. They make up for over a third or half of the population. There is something like 2 million of them. And right now they are in their 60s. And guess what they're looking at? Wellness and staying alive. That's the next trillion-dollar industry. You are in the right industry because nutrition is what everybody is looking at today. A month before signing up as a Kyani distributor, I had just opened up my salon and did not have any customers. You can say I was looking for something to replace my income, and when I first saw this, I was looking already for passive income until my business picked up. And looking back, I did not want to be in a situation. And looking back, I don't want to be in a situation like that again. Like mentioned earlier, I was approached by Miss Michelle Campbell, Emerald in the company, soon to be Diamond, and at first I was very negative, very skeptical, not about the products or the company. Those I liked, like I ordered them for myself, but the business, because I had done this type of business before in the past and I did not have any success, which I was judging this opportunity based on my past failures. Don't we all do that, right? But now thinking back, it did not really make sense to do that. I was reading on business and there is a book called Goals by Brian Tracy who wrote about four millionaires. They made their fortune by the age of 35 and in average all made 17 businesses before they found the right one that made it big. So seeing that, I was thinking to myself, I was at my third, so I thought, great, I have 14 left to go. Kidding. So, yeah, so when Michelle showed me this, I love the concept about passive income. She was talking to me about a system where you help people. But what really interested me about Kyani is that they were talking about the done for you system. They merge online marketing with network marketing. They automated a process, making it very simple to finding people interested in the business because of this platform. You and I don't have to talk to people that don't want to talk to us first. I love that because I don't like convincing people. So this was great. I'd rather talk to people who want to talk to me first. So that's incredible. Our team launched this new system, and in 18 months, over 65,000 business partners have joined Kyani. We are the fastest, the trending right now in the industry. We are changing the game. So let's go to the information. I've traveled to Las Vegas in two different times, and in those times, I am a very social person and I love meeting new people, being 25, 26 at the time, and meeting these very young people over there, very wealthy young people in Vegas, having fun, my age, some younger. And I was very frustrated to see that, like I had studied 6 years of my life and still full of student loans, but they are so wealthy. And I remember a few of them, how, like, asking them, how is it that you're doing so well? Like, and I just assumed that they would tell me they inherited money from their parents, right? But here's what they said. They said to me, Renelle, do you think that there are people out there making 20 times what you make in a year, what they make in a month or a week? I said, yes. Do you think that they're smarter than you? And I'm like, no, no, because let me tell you, they can't work harder than me. I've always worked hard at life. My teachers always told me I was a perfectionist and I loved to always take the long way around and I wasn't afraid to work hard. My father always told me you gotta work smart, not hard. And me, all my life, I was working hard. The difference between them and me, they were working smart and I was working hard. Now, what about hearing about young guys from Quebec? Way younger than me, a lot less schooling than me, making $20,000 a month and above. I thought that's not fair. Like when I heard about that, like when they came down to show me this opportunity, I looked straight at Jordan Campbell's face. He's an emerald in the company with Kyani now, as he was at 19 back then, without even his grade 12 education. I said, you don't work harder than me. Like, and what was he like? Why was he so well compared to me financially? I was bitter at him. And he looked at me and laughed in my face and said, Renelle, you were right. Most people live paycheck to paycheck. Then we pay ourselves rent, loans, and that's paycheck to paycheck. So 95% of people do this. So he said, you can do this right now. This knowledge and you can take your knowledge and this and you can run away with it. You can listen to what I'm telling you and run away with it and find out what 95% of people in Canada are doing and don't do it. I was mind blown. He said, if you do what they do, you're going to have what they have. Find out what 5% of the others do and do it. And that's who you'll be. 95% of people get a job or start a business and linear income. You clock in, you get paid. You're a doctor, you get paid on a number of patients you see. You're a lawyer, if you have no customer, no money. You can be smart, you can be educated, but if you don't have any customers coming in, there's no money. Here's the biggest problem with linear income. In order to get paid forever, you need to work forever. That's a huge problem. Most people will work 40 hours for 40 years in their life to get 40% of the income. They are in the 40-40 club. So what the other 5% do? What do? They do income producing assets. Successful people build up residual income. They work hard for a few years and get paid for the rest of their lives. So he said to me, Renelle, here's what they say. I needed to be in that 5%. I was there. 6 years in student loans, no customers with higher salaries. I had debt and I needed money. So one way I could do that was to start a franchise. I was already looking at that even before Kyani because I had lived in Saskatoon for a year before and they had a Cabela's there. And I thought, gee, that would work back in Moncton in New Brunswick, right? That's what our people like around here. You know, hunting and fishing. I thought, what a great idea. Back then, there wasn't any Cabela. In Saskatoon, yes, I know there's one now, but not then. And I literally looked at a franchise like that. I really looked at it because I'm like, I can do that. But it cost millions, okay? Like it didn't make sense. I didn't have that money. Ever since I've looked at ever since I have looked and even smaller franchises about places I like to go. Juga Juice, for example, is a very small, but I liked it because it was nutritious. The franchise fee is a one-time payment of $25,000 for each location. The cost to build a store, depending on location and store type, ranges from approximately $185,000 to $300,000 Canadian dollars. At least 50% of the franchise cost must be unencumbered cash or liquid assets. The remaining amount may be financed through the chartered banks or by way of the Canadian Small Business Loan. That's something I really looked at seriously, okay? I don't have that money. I am qualified to run it, absolutely though, but I can't because I don't have the money. Have you ever heard it takes money to make money? Well, getting out of university and college, I did both. I felt that. Trust me. That was not for me, unfortunately. And plus, it asked you have to work there. And I did not necessarily want to make shakes for a living. I just really wanted a passive income. So I thought about investments. I bought a duplex, but then again, you need money for that. And calculating it, I needed many apartments. Real estate's work. It's a proven model, by the way, but there are a lot of risks. Who has millions of dollars to risk in real estate? I mean, is there a level of risk there? Yes, it works, but there's a level of risk involved. You are one day you're Mr. Fix It. You have tenants, and that wasn't for me either back then because I didn't have that income anyways. When I was explained this business, picture this, you can generate over 7 figures a year, yet you have no employees, no overhead, no headaches, no risk. You don't have to take care of shipping, warehousing, administration. That's awesome. So that's what we have here. We are going into it right now. So here is what we are going to talk about. The first thing is retail profit. You see this business, we merge online, retail and network marketing. If you can get this product into pharmacies, into a tough business like the gym or a doctor's office, Kyani would pay you to distribute these products and get paid on it. The most basic way to get paid with Kyani is through retail profit. You can get your own products paid for by approximately 4 customers. I knew I wanted them, the products, remember, like I wanted to be a customer, but like a nice car we want, but don't want to pay for it, right? Like this was for me. The products I wanted didn't really want to pay for them. This is an option for the people that want the product, don't want to pay for it like me. Here's the cool thing about it. When I first saw this, because I was afraid, I thought, man, like, how am I going to sell this? I'm not good at selling. Often I forget to charge my customers for their hair appointments. Like, I thought, what am I going to do? Put it in the back of my trunk and whisper to people passing by like, "Yo, come check this out. I have blueberry stuff." Like, I didn't know where to begin. I thought, this isn't for me. Are you kidding me? But guess what? I knew I needed to do something financially, so I signed up anyway. The very next day, I got cold feet. Actually, the second I hung up the phone and I thought to myself, Michelle Campbell gave her my credit card. I thought, oh no, what have I done? I did it again. I had done skincare, I had a coffee account, did the coffee thing, and now I was in the blueberry business. When my box came in, I opened it up. I was taking it, but I was hiding it in my closet. Don't do that, by the way. And then time went by, and I noticed people talking to me about their aches, and I thought, why not try it out on them? Why not try this product on them? I literally gave it and said, I have no idea how it works or even how to explain it to you. Apparently, it's supposed to be good for you. Then on 3 days, she inboxed me on Facebook, a person that I had shared the products with, and said, Renelle, what did you give me there? I thought, crap, like, do I ignore her? I got scared, right? I really didn't know I quite understand the products yet at that point. She said, yesterday I was ready to die from arthritis, and today I cleaned up all of my house. She wanted some, but a week for her was too long to wait, so she wanted some more right away. She said, I want more. Where did you buy that? I said, online, of course. I didn't even want her to know it was from me, so much I was scared, right? Then a light bulb turned on. I knew I had something powerful in my hands. I did not share or give effort in my business before 3 to 4 weeks. But then I started sharing and talking about it to everybody. This is what pushed me over the edge. My mother's testimonial, her friend's testimonial, I shared earlier in the video, right? And that's how I knew I had a business. So here's the moral of the story. We do not sell it. We are marketing the product. We market it. The only skill you have to have is stretching out your arm and giving it to someone. To be an active distributor, all you have to do is have one customer a month, and this customer, get this, can even be you. You really can't fail. So here's what we do. If we share samples to people that need it, very simple. All we do is we share samples that for people that need it. What that does is pre-qualifies people where you only talk to people that want to talk to you. Then you can share videos such as this one. You can use this one, and then you can call them up with your upline and answer questions. If you have an intelligent phone, you have $1 million business in your hand. We have an app where you can copy paste send. If you can't do that, ask the nearest 8-year-old and ask him, and he'll show you how. So that's what we do. Copy, paste, send, share links. We only talk to people who want to talk to us first. There is genius in simplicity. Keep it simple. So this is the done for you model. So far it's creating financial freedom, success for so many people. Smart people will say, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's effort than 100% of mine. I love that. That's billionaire speaking. Take off your employee hat and put on your entrepreneur hat. Now, can we talk about payout? Let me just say that there's not another compensation plan like Kyani's in existence in the world. Nobody can copy this. We own it. We get paid 9 different ways. I won't go in details in them, all because it would take longer. I have linked videos and documents on the details of very lucrative compensation plan in the private Facebook group I'm talking about. But let's stick to the basics for now. First position is the position of Jade. How many people you know who overwork and need more revenue? If you don't, how do you find these people? Share the products. Copy, paste, send. The average Jade makes $372 per month. When you do this in the first month of your business, you get the potential fast start bonus of $750 just for maintaining Jade for 3 months. So if the next 3 months you just maintain Jade for 3 months, I love that position because it gives you a taste of residual income. No, $300 is not a lot of money, but guess what? It's bonus and it's residual. Pearl is the next position, and let me ask you a question. Do you know where you live? If you know where you live, you can show me how to get there. Can you show me how to get there if you know where you live? Yes, absolutely, hopefully. So if you can do that, that means if you're a Jade, you can show others how to do that too. Because you know where you live, you can show them. If you know how to become Jade, you can show it. So now you are Pearl. That means in average you earn $800. That's $8,000 a year. That's equivalent to having $100,000 in your bank account and earning 8% interest. What would be easier? Saving up $100,000 on 8% interest or going Pearl? I mean, going Pearl, obviously. The next position is Sapphire, and we call it decision position. At Sapphire, you are averaging $1,951 a month, and you qualify for the Dream Car program. The car cannot be less than 5 years old. It needs to be white, and it needs to be nice. You get $1,250 as a bonus for down payment. Now, how many of you could use an extra $200 to $300 a month? How many of you could use an extra $2,000 to $3,000 a month? Like, this company is busting sapphires all over the place in Kyani. I personally went and got a truck when I got the car program, and I merged my business with my partner, and together we attained the position of Ruby. Now we are reaching, was just the next position after Sapphire. I'm going to talk about in a few seconds. We are reaching way higher than that. That's us in the International Leadership Academy in California, Mr. Makbase. That's the beauty about this industry. You get to choose the people you work with and people with the same vision as you, such as Mark and I. Since then, we have done over 5 sapphires in the Maritimes since the beginning of Kyani's appearance here. And there is an our uplines, Nissan GTR, and there our Darman, Mr. Alexandre Doyon, who helps us because that's how Kyani works. You know, not everyone has a car because you can also take a cash instead of a vehicle. We have that option as well. So this is you. You're going to go out and look for 3 people. That's all. 3 people, and you will help them find 3 people. That's it. And that's all you have to do. If you do that, if you find 3 people, we call you a Jade. Now, how do you get to Sapphire, right? That's a place of choice. The way you do that is you become a Jade. You want to help them find 3 people when there is a total of 10,000 QV points in your organization, which can happen with around 20 people in your organization. We're showing a video later that will go in better details about this. You can become Sapphire. That's around $2,000 in average per month, and you just qualify for the car program, which gives $625 a month as a car program with $1,250 as down payment bonus. The car program is not obligated. Like I said, you can have the cars program and you can choose what you want. As long as the vehicle is not older than 5 years, it needs to be white and approved. Just in Team Fusion, we have over thousands of paid for cars. In the Maritimes, we have enough more room for more nice cars, I think. I mean, we're just at the beginning. Who likes nice cars? I mean, everyone. I'm not a car person, but I don't like the payments. I always wanted a nice truck, but I did not want to make the payments. So now I can have both. This is not about materialistic stuff. If you knew me, you know that's not me. If you are a car person, don't look if you're not a car person, don't look at it like that. I mean, I have included the car program video from YouTube in the pinned post in the private group. And for every car you see, think about the lives you have been impacting. It's not just about bling, but it's okay to have fun, right? I mean, can you can help can you help people and have fun? I say why not? Go check it out. Is amazing. 76% of people that let Kyani pay for their car advanced to the next position. Um, and at this position, rubies are averaging $4,461 a month. This is sick. An emerald makes an average $9,270 a month, and you get a rank bonus of $6,624 for doing something you're already doing. So the person that introduced me to this opportunity was Pearl last year when she signed me up with the company. Now she's emerald. She was able to go do this full time like her son, whose friends are diamond at 21 years old, green diamond, and purple diamond in 23. At diamond, the monthly payout for the car program is $50,000 with a $1,500 with a bonus of $5,000 with an average monthly earning of $17,368. What does diamond represent? Diamond represents freedom. You can only get more money, but you cannot get more time. This is where you get to know your mailman, right? At this rank represents freedom and time. Just know that there are higher ranks. If you want to make $100,000 a month, there's a place for you, okay? All you need to understand to make any of those positions is how to become Jade and show others how to do the same. It takes 50 Jades in your team to become Diamond. And let me show you really quickly how to become Jade. So to show you how to become Jade, if you look in our links on a private Facebook group, you'll see how that is explained really quickly. And I've done it by hand on a piece of paper, so go check that out. Now, our payout system is the most unique payout system that you have ever seen. Instead of paying from the top down like anybody else, we pay from the bottom up. That's the first thing that's different. I mentioned we were getting paid 9 different ways with Kyani. Well, the pay gate is really neat. The thing that's different is that you only need 3 people, so each person orders your products, $203.90 including tax if you have Prime and no shipping, and that counts as 52 CV points if it's a customer, or 105 CV points if it's a distributor. So whether it's a customer or distributor, it counts as points. If you look at it with a total of just 3 distributors ordering their products every month, you start making money in Kyani. 3 people at gate 1. We call this the pay gate accumulator. Gate 1 at the top, you start making 5%. If these 3 people find 3 people, you got 12 people, and then gate 2 opens up and you start making an additional 7%. Then the third gate opens up when you have a few more people, and all of these gates start opening up. The more people you get, the more money you make. It's a sales promotion. It's different than anything ever done before. For every single order that happens in your organization, you make a percentage and it goes down to infinity, okay? So it's really, really the best payout ever devised. It really rewards you for the work you do. At um, at Sapphire, they added a little something to do that. They added a matching check. What it says, it when you make Sapphire, is only the 4th rank. It took me 2 months personally to get there. Everyone's results are different, of course. It's not a race. I have people in my team attaining it in 2 weeks, others in 9 months. It's not a race. You are making a matching check on every single person in your organization. That's 15%. Did you get that? So that means when you make Sapphire, you are matching all those people's checks that are residual for the sales that go on. You are matching that 15%. Now here's the interesting thing. In every other company, and you are a Sapphire and somebody else reaches Sapphire, here's what happens to your income. It goes to 0. So you have to scramble to go up the next level because they've reached you. But in Kyani, it's different. Here is you. You are Sapphire. You are making 15% of whatever your team makes that you are helping. If all these people you are helping make Sapphire, you'll be broke with another company. But not in Kyani, not with us. You match 15%, which is phenomenal. And after that, you match everybody that's under them. You match another 10%. That's called a matching check. Then what happens is, as you increase in rank, you start making more generations of matching check. That happens until 9 generations deep. Let me share something with you. I mean, broke teacher slash hairstylist, no money to start my new career, no clients, and 2 months later, I am Sapphire with Kyani and shopping for my 2015 brand new truck paid for by the company. Back then, I was making more with my part-time thing with Kyani than with my clientele I was trying to build. I was talking with a Blue Diamond who was saying that Blue Diamond was making more in matching checks than their monthly residual. It's a reward for helping others achieve success. And so this is awesome. Getting started is very simple. Talking about Kyani is something you can do without investing anything. It's just like recommending a good restaurant. You can benefit from being a distributor by paying a fee for $50. This gets you into the system. I always say if you want to start with the products, which makes a lot more sense. I mean, otherwise how can you share the products right? There are 3 packages of products for distribution you can choose from. The first is called product pack because it's especially for someone who wants a distributor ID but might not need a lot of products to sample because he or she might not be active a lot in the business. It's $5.19, including 1 year of Prime. So that's the first one. The second package is $907. You get 6 months of web tools, 1 year of Prime, and all this, 3 months of Sunrise, 1 bottle of Sunset, 2 7-day pack trials, 8 packs of Nitro Extreme, 8 pack of Nitro Effects, 1 bottle of Nitro Effects. It's really for the people that want to take this business seriously. Like the last one, it's 1818. You get even more, so you get like all of that. And so basically, um, you decide. I mean, this guys, it's very important to know that you decide the effort you want to put in it. You are in charge of the faith of your business. If you want to sign up and talk to a few people, get a few customers, that's perfect. We will show you how. If you want to become a top earner in the company, we can show you how also by following the system and attending international events. There is no pressure. Don't doubt yourself. You can only fail if you quit. We believe that if you bring anyone in the company, you need to want to help other people succeed too. If you do that, you succeed. If you don't, you won't. We have a lot of online training. Um, we have more local training starting to take place. It's very new in the Maritimes. For the next International Leadership Academies in March 2017 in Texas. I went in Florida in the last February and in California just in August. It's phenomenal. There's no better place to go and to get the best information on how to do this business than to go to that. Now, about long-term security, we have a longevity program. They take 1% of your volume, a special type of volume, and put it into an account, and they compound it at 10% every single year. At the age of 60, they pay it out, but if you are already 60, they compound it for 5 years and then they pay it out. So this is an industry first. It's kind of like a retirement on top of a retirement. However, we don't call it that because retirement, it's taxable. Right? I mean, like the owners are pretty smart. That's quite nice. So another thing is we have an amazing charity program where we feed hungry children around the world. It's called the Potato Pack. The owners own a potato farm. They take a potato, dehydrate them from protein, vitamin, minerals, and put it into pack. And for $29.95, we can buy it and sell it to the public. And what they do is they send it to a third world country where children have nothing to eat. This is amazing. The beautiful thing is Kyani loves this program so much. They're so generous with it that for every dollar that you promote in this program, they'll match it between 90 cents to $1. They will give it back to your business. So I can literally just focus on feeding hungry children. For example, a purple diamond in the company, I heard him say that he contributes with his business $97,000 a month that is being paid out to feeding hungry children. That's just one person. Now talk about making a huge difference. I am very honored being part of something big like this. We have an application that you can download through the App Store for free. You download the application, you can go in the guest area, you click on join, and you can start with your business right away through the phone. A multi-million-dollar business through the phone. You are in business for yourself, not by yourself. And with tools such as this, it makes it even more true. Our mission is to save 1 million lives by 2018. We have Project 10K in the Maritimes. Don't forget. You are seeing this all the way through. You now have 3 options. You're at the end of the video. You have option A, B, C. Maybe option A. Maybe you're all in. A is for action. Maybe you are B. You have questions. Maybe you are a C and you want to try the product for a month. Buy it, go through a distributor website. Maybe you just want to help to feed hungry children. But before I finish, I want to tell you a quick story. A man was asked in a retirement home when he was 93 years old. He shared stories with the staff about war and both world wars actually. And this man was an incredible individual. He went through a lot. And one day a staff member was asking him a lot of questions. And he asked him, do you have any regrets in life? Interesting, isn't it, to ask a 93 years old man if he had any regrets in his life, and he said, I do. I wish I would have spent more time with my children than at the office. Today, he barely sees them. He also loved to paint. As he painted one day, someone made fun of him and he never painted again. He said he wished he had never stopped. He wished he had traveled more, places he wished he would have gone. When you see an obituary, you see the date someone was born, the dash, and then the day he died. What matters is that dash. What we do in between, that's what matters. At the end of our lives, what we will regret won't be what we did, but what we didn't do. For me, when I heard about Kyani, I was a B. I always joke around and I say B standing for me was interested but broke as a joke. Which really, being broke isn't funny. When I was seeing this, I thought I love this, but I just don't have the money. My mentor told me this. How long have you been doing what you're doing right now? You have been doing that for years now, and you don't even have $519 or $1,000 to start. I recommend you don't keep doing what you're doing, right? It just made sense. If what you're doing right now brought you somewhere where 519 is a problem, then if you keep doing it for the next 5 years, where will you be? If you are broke, as a joke like I was, don't stay there. Move. Being a part of a team is so important. Building wealth is a team effort. There is no such thing as a self-made millionaire. They have mentors. They read books. If you are broke, don't stay there. If the person that shared you this video is willing to help you, how great is that? We are willing to help you. I am willing to help you. If you apply yourself, you will never have $1,000 problem again. So let me finish with this. My personal experience with Kyani has been very refreshing because it gives me a tool to really get later on in life what I'm looking for, which is freedom. And we have people in our team on the path of making all their dreams come true too. Here in the Maritimes, the Atlantic, in Canada, my partner and I are still at a part-time level with the company and still ranking up. Instead of asking yourself, what is the worst thing that can happen? Ask yourself, what is the best thing that can happen? What if it works? I compare it with Apple Computer. When it first began with a guy named Steve Jobs, imagine the first key evangelist for Apple. They knew from the first days of looking at the software, they knew it would rule the world someday. Everybody laughed. People were saying, no, 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 it's PC. PC is the future. And we watched this visionary guy, Steve Jobs, guide this company, and everywhere in the world you go, you find Apple. We saw another company that started 10 years ago, and it's new in the Maritimes. That's at the cellular level. And we see this man, Kurt Hansen, CEO of Kyani, is doing the same thing. We are the Apple computer of this industry. We know no other company will match our products. It's impossible. We have products that actually work. They are scientifically based. And if you saw the compensation plan, nobody can touch it. Kyani is the company that everybody has been looking for. Right now, you will be in two places after this video. You will either want more information, try the products, or sign up as a distributor. Wherever place you are, talk to the person that shared this video with you and we can help you get where you want to go. And thank you for listening.